Hey guys, hope you're not afraid of heights. I got the camera up on the rollover bar of the tractor right now. Want to do a little video on hooking up the brush hog here. There's a lot of great stuff about tractors, but there's a lot of danger involved too. This stuff is heavy, it moves, and things aren't always super easy to line up. So the idea here is that we're gonna try to get the tractor backed up a little bit, get it in place, get our lifting arms lined up with the holes and the pins here on the bush hog. I'm gonna bring the top link down, get it adjusted and connected over here, and then obviously with the tractor off, we'll go ahead and connect the PTO shaft and do some last minute fine tuning. So let's go ahead and get that started. Usually a little bit of trial and error involved, but gloves. Because inevitably you will get greasy, you will smash your fingers, and hopefully you don't hurt yourself. Too bad. Battle I face. I'm not going to have it in gear. I'm going to roll back a little bit. And of course not. It never goes easy when you need it to. But hey, we're not doing this to be glamorous. This is the way that it is. Now I keep my mower sitting on a couple of pieces of pine log so that I can actually roll it around pretty easy like that. Otherwise, you're having a really hard time. Alright, so that's the two lifting arms connected. Now we'll bring the top link down. Got it a little long. So we'll have to crank that in a little bit. That. And I'm going to shut off the tractor, because even though the PTO is not engaged or spinning, it is one area that can really mess you up. So make sure that's good and clean. I cleaned this and greased it not too long ago, but I'll get this lined up. Easier said than done, always. goes quite the same. There it goes. All right, clicks in. All right, now you know it's good and connected. So the next thing we're going to do, lift it up, pull it out onto some level ground, and we'll go ahead and get these turnbuckles tightened up a little bit so it's not slopping around too much. I had these straps all the way loose because I had to get the had my middle buster on here before, and that requires the lifting arms to be out a little wider to the sides. So you got to loosen up the turnbuckles so that the lifting arms swing out a little wider. On this 4-foot cutter, they can be in much narrower. But I think I got to pull it out a little bit, get me on some level ground here, and we'll put on the finishing touches. So let's do that. I always like to roll forward a little bit after I set it down, so that the rear wheel swings around. When you have the thing picked up, that wheel tends to want to swing forward, and it puts the whole mower deck in a forward canted position. And when you're trying to adjust your top strap to get the thing to ride level, obviously you want to have that rear wheel in its operational position, which is swung to the back, so that you can make sure your level is set good. So this is still quite long. I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. I don't really like it too tight because I've got a lot of hills here, and when you break over, you don't want it to pick the mower up in the back. So if you leave the top link a little longer, the level really is adjusted by the lifting arms and the wheel on the back. And by leaving this a little longer, this bar actually has some slack in it to the chain, so when you break over those hilltops, the mower doesn't get lifted up off the ground. It kind of rides and follows the contour of the hill. So the only other thing I got to do, I'm going to stand behind, just eyeball that it's pretty well centered. Come a little bit to this side. I'm going to tighten up the strap on this side. This one up a little bit, other way. Good, nice and tight. I know my level is good, so I don't need to adjust the left to right pitch with the adjustable turnbuckle here. So that's pretty much it, guys. Always make sure your hydraulic oil in the mower transmission is set, and I have a safety chain, or I had a safety chain on the PTO cover, but these always blow out on me on both ends, and it never stays attached. But so this does spin, but it's really not connected to the PTO shaft in any way. If something was to get caught on here, it's still better than not having a cover on at all. And like I said, where the chain is supposed to connect to keep this thing from spinning, it just blows out every time, and so I kind of have given up on that. But again, if you have that feature, just connect it to your top link or in the back here, however your system works. So that's about it. I think we're ready to mow. I might run this up to the garage, double check the gear oil back here, and other than that, we should be good to go. So hope this was helpful. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're going to come out with a lot more material soon. Take care. See you next time.